Call them the golden years, don't they? The time after 60? A time for grandchildren, for hobbies you finally have time for savoring a morning coffee without rushing off to work. It's a chapter of life that should be filled with vitality and joy. But to truly enjoy these years, we need our health. And silently, tirelessly working behind the scenes to keep us healthy is an organ we often take for granted, our liver. Think of your liver as the master control center of your body's purification system. For over 6 decades, it has been your personal, 24/7 detox specialist, filtering everything you eat, drink, and breathe. Its processed medications, neutralized toxins, managed fats and sugars, and produced vital proteins. After 60 years of nonstop service, isn't it time we gave it a little extra support? Many people hear the word cleanse and think of extreme, restrictive diets or expensive, unproven supplements. But that's not what we're talking about today. True liver care isn't about a radical, short-term fix. It's about gently, consistently, and naturally supporting your liver's own incredible ability to heal and function at its best. Today, we are going to explore 10 powerful, delicious, and everyday foods that can help you do just that. We'll go deep into the science behind why they work and give you practical ways to make them a joyful part of your life. These aren't exotic ingredients you have to search for. They're likely in your kitchen right now, waiting to become your liver's best friends. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's discover how to nourish the guardian of your health for the vibrant years ahead. Understanding your liver after 60. Before we dive into our top 10 list, let's take a moment to understand why liver health becomes even more crucial as we age. As we cross the 60-year milestone, our bodies undergo natural changes. Our metabolism might slow down, and our organ function can become less efficient. For the liver, this can mean a few things. First, its ability to regenerate might decrease. The liver is a remarkable organ, capable of regrowing itself, but this process can be slower with age. Cellular repair mechanisms aren't as robust as they were in our youth. Second, the cumulative effect of lifestyle, diet, and environmental toxins over 60 years can take a toll. This is often referred to as oxidative stress, a kind of cellular rust that damages cells, including liver cells, hepatocytes. This accumulated stress can lead to inflammation and contribute to conditions like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD, which is a silent epidemic, especially in older adults. It's characterized by the buildup of excess fat in liver cells, which can progress to more serious inflammation, NASH, and even cirrhosis. And third, many people over 60 are on one or more prescription medications for conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes. Guess which organ is responsible for processing almost all of them? That's right, the liver. A healthy liver metabolizes these medications effectively, while an overworked one can struggle, potentially affecting the medication's efficacy and putting the liver under further strain. So, cleansing your liver after 60 is really about reducing its workload, protecting it from damage, fighting inflammation, and providing the specific nutrients it needs to perform its hundreds of vital functions. It's a gesture of profound self-care. Now let's get to the good part. The food number 10, garlic. We're starting our list with a small but mighty powerhouse of flavor and health, garlic. This humble bulb, a staple in kitchens from Tuscany to Thailand, is a cornerstone of both culinary and medicinal traditions. The primary active compounds in garlic are sulfur-containing compounds, most notably allicin. Allicin isn't actually present in a whole garlic clove. It's formed when an enzyme called alliinase comes into contact with a compound called alliin. This happens only when the garlic is damaged, crushed, chopped, or chewed. This is why the aroma of garlic intensifies so dramatically when you prepare it. research has shown that garlic and its components have significant hepatoprotective or liver protective effects. A 2016 randomized clinical trial published in the journal Advanced Biomedical Research studied patients with NAFLD. The group that supplemented with garlic powder showed significant reductions in liver fat and enzymes compared to the placebo group. So how does allicin specifically help the liver? It acts as a powerful signaling molecule. It activates key liver enzymes, particularly the glutathione S-transferase family. These are crucial players in what's known as Phase 2 detoxification. Think of detox as a two-step process. Phase 1 takes a fat-soluble toxin and makes it water-soluble. But this intermediate product can be highly reactive and even more dangerous than the original toxin. Phase 2, which allicin powerfully supports, takes this reactive intermediate and attaches it to another molecule, like glutathione, rendering it harmless and ready for excretion through bile or urine. By boosting Phase 2, garlic helps ensure this process is completed safely and efficiently. Furthermore, garlic is a good source of two other liver-critical minerals, selenium and arginine. Selenium is a vital component of antioxidant enzymes that protect the liver from oxidative damage. Arginine is an amino acid that helps the liver detoxify ammonia, a toxic byproduct of protein metabolism. By helping to neutralize ammonia, arginine directly reduces a significant metabolic burden on the liver. To get the most allicin, crush or finely chop your fresh garlic cloves and, this is the crucial part, let them sit for about 10 minutes before you expose them to heat. This waiting period allows the enzyme reaction to complete, maximizing allicin formation. Heat can deactivate the alliinase enzyme, so adding garlic at the very end of cooking can also help preserve its benefits. Beyond adding it to sauces and stir-fries, try making a simple garlic-infused olive oil for drizzling over vegetables or bread. Roast a whole head of garlic until it's soft and sweet, then spread the cloves on crackers. A single clove a day is a great starting point. Number 9. Turmeric. Next up is the golden spice of life, turmeric. For centuries, this vibrant yellow root, a relative of ginger, has been the star of Ayurvedic medicine, prized for its ability to purify the blood and support the body's vital organs. The magic of turmeric lies in a group of compounds called curcuminoids, the most active and well-studied of which is curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory substances ever identified. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a silent driver of nearly every chronic disease, and it's particularly damaging to the liver. It's a key factor in the progression of fatty liver disease to more severe forms, like NASH and cirrhosis. Curcumin works by blocking a molecule called NFKB, which is a master switch that turns on genes related to inflammation in our cells. By turning down this switch, curcumin helps to cool the inflammatory fire within the liver. The anti-inflammatory power of curcumin is its main benefit for the liver. Chronic inflammation is a key driver of liver damage. A 2019 meta-analysis of randomized controlled trials published in the journal Integrative Medicine Research concluded that curcumin supplementation significantly reduces the liver enzymes ALT and AST, key markers of liver damage, in patients with NAFLD. Beyond its anti-inflammatory prowess, curcumin is a known choleretic, meaning it stimulates the production and flow of bile from the liver and gallbladder. Healthy bile flow is critical. Bile is not just for digesting fats. It's the primary vehicle the liver uses to excrete cholesterol, waste products, and the neutralized toxins from the Phase 2 detoxification process we just discussed. A sluggish bile flow is like a backed-up plumbing system, leading to a buildup of toxic sludge. Curcumin helps keep this vital drainage system open and flowing freely. Some promising research also suggests curcumin can protect liver cells from damage and may even encourage the the regeneration of healthy liver tissue. The major challenge with curcumin is its poor bioavailability, meaning our bodies don't absorb it very well on their own. However, nature has provided a simple solution: black pepper. A compound in black pepper called piperine can enhance the absorption of curcumin by an astonishing 2,000%. So the golden rule is, always pair turmeric with a pinch of black pepper. Additionally, since curcumin is fat-soluble, consuming it with a healthy fat, like coconut milk, olive oil, or avocado, can further improve its absorption. Start your day with a golden latte by warming milk, dairy or plant-based, with a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, a dash of cinnamon, and a small amount of healthy fat like coconut oil. Add it liberally to curries, lentil soups, roasted vegetables, and even scrambled eggs. Number 8. Leafy green vegetables. At number 8, we have a whole category of nutritional superstars, leafy greens. We're talking about spinach, kale, arugula, also known as rocket, Swiss chard, collard greens, and even the often overlooked dandelion greens. The most famous compound in leafy greens is chlorophyll, the pigment that captures sunlight and gives plants their green color. In the human body, chlorophyll has a molecular structure that allows it to bind to certain toxins and carcinogens, particularly aflatoxins, a mold, that can grow on peanuts and grains, and heavy metals like mercury and lead. By binding to these harmful substances in the digestive tract, chlorophyll can help prevent them from being absorbed into the bloodstream and reaching the liver in the first place, effectively acting as a pre-filter and lightening the liver's detoxification load. One fascinating property of chlorophyll, discussed in studies like one from food and chemical toxicology, is its ability to bind to certain carcinogens, such as aflatoxins from mold, in the digestive tract. This can prevent them from being absorbed, reducing the toxic load on the liver. More broadly, a large population study published in the Journal of Gastroenterology and Hepatology found that higher consumption of vegetables, particularly green leafy vegetables, was associated with a lower risk of developing fatty liver disease. The combination of antioxidants, fiber, and vitamins like folate in these greens works synergistically to protect the liver from oxidative stress and support its functions. But the benefits don't stop there. Leafy greens are incredibly nutrient-dense. They are packed with vitamin K, essential for producing blood-clotting proteins in the liver. They are rich in vitamin C and beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, both powerful antioxidants that patrol the body and neutralize free radicals that cause cellular damage. They also contain folate, a B vitamin crucial for cell division and repair, processes that are vital for maintaining healthy liver tissue. Lastly, the bitter taste of greens like arugula and dandelion is a signal of compounds that stimulate bile production, further aiding digestion and detoxification. Eat them both raw and cooked. Cooking can break down some of the cell walls, making certain nutrients more available, while eating them raw preserves heat-sensitive vitamins like vitamin C. A great strategy is to have a large raw salad for one meal and a side of sautéed or steamed greens with another. A green smoothie is one of the easiest ways to get a massive dose of greens. Blend a large handful of spinach or kale with a banana, some berries, and water or plant-based milk. The fruit completely masks the taste of the greens. Wilt spinach into your soups, stews, or pasta sauces at the last minute. Use large collard green or Swiss chard leaves as a healthy, low-carb wrap for sandwiches. Number 7. Cruciferous vegetables. Sticking with the vegetable theme, at number 7 are the remarkable cruciferous vegetables. This botanical family includes broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, and bok choy. They share a characteristic pungent, slightly bitter flavor profile that hints at their potent medicinal properties. Their liver-supporting superpower comes from a unique class of compounds called glucosinolates. When you chop, chew, or digest these vegetables, an enzyme called myrosinase is released, which converts glucosinolates into biologically active compounds, the most famous of which are sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol. Sulforaphane is a potent activator of the NRF2 pathway, which is the master regulator of the body's antioxidant response. A 2015 study in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that men with fatty liver who consumed broccoli sprout extract for 2 months showed improved liver enzyme levels. The compounds in cruciferous vegetables are particularly known for boosting phase 2 detoxification enzymes, ensuring that toxins processed by the liver are safely neutralized and excreted. This mechanism is well documented in a review from the journal Current Drug Metabolism, which describes how these foods support the body's natural defense against environmental chemicals. These compounds are master regulators of the liver's detoxification pathways. As we discussed with garlic, sulforaphane is a phenomenal booster of phase 2 detox enzymes. It ensures that once a toxin is processed by phase 1, it is swiftly and safely neutralized and packaged for removal. This prevents the dangerous buildup of intermediate toxins that can damage DNA and other cellular structures. Indole-3-carbinol, on the other hand, helps to balance hormones, particularly estrogen, which are also metabolized by the liver. An efficient breakdown of excess hormones reduces the liver's workload and supports overall hormonal health, which is important for both men and women as they age. In essence, eating cruciferous vegetables is like providing your liver's detoxification assembly line with a highly skilled management team, ensuring the entire process runs smoothly, safely, and efficiently. Overcooking can destroy the myrosinase enzyme. To preserve the most benefits, it's best to eat them raw, lightly steamed, or stir-fried. If you do boil them, do it for only a few minutes. Interestingly, research has found that powdered mustard seed, which is rich in the myrosinase enzyme, can be sprinkled on cooked cruciferous vegetables to reactivate the formation of sulforaphane. Roast Brussels sprouts with a drizzle of olive oil until crispy. Finely shred cabbage and carrots to make a fresh, crunchy coleslaw. Use a yogurt-based dressing. Broccoli sprouts are an incredibly concentrated source of sulforaphane. Add a small handful to salads and sandwiches for a massive health punch. Number 6. Beets. Coming in at number 6 is the earthy, deep crimson root vegetable, the beet. This jewel-toned vegetable is a powerhouse of unique phytonutrients that offer targeted support for the liver. The stunning red-purple color of beets comes from a class of antioxidants called betalains. These are different from the anthocyanins you find in berries and have their own unique set of benefits. Betalains have been shown to be highly effective at reducing oxidative stress and inflammation specifically within the liver. They help protect the DNA and membranes of liver cells from damage. Beets are also a rich source of nitrates. In the body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator, meaning it helps to relax and widen blood vessels. This improves blood flow throughout the body, including to the liver, ensuring a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients while also facilitating the efficient removal of waste products. Research, including a study published in the journal Nutrients in 2021, has shown that betalains from beetroot can reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in liver cells. The study specifically highlighted beetroot's potential to protect against certain types of liver injury. Furthermore, beets contain a compound called betaine. Betaine is a lipotrope, which means it helps the liver process fats. It assists in preventing the accumulation of fat in the liver, making it a key player in the fight against non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. It essentially helps keep the liver cells lean and efficient, rather than bogged down by excess fat storage. Both raw and cooked beets are beneficial. Cooking can make some nutrients more available, but some betalains may be lost to heat. To minimize nutrient loss when cooking, it's best to steam or roast them whole with the skin on and then peel them after they've cooled. Grate raw beets into your salads for a sweet, earthy crunch. Roast them alongside other root vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes. If you have a juicer, a classic liver support juice is a combination of beet, apple, carrot, and a knob of ginger. And don't discard the leafy tops. Beet greens are packed with nutrients and can be sautéed with garlic just like spinach or Swiss chard. We're halfway through our list. Are you noticing a theme? Nature has provided us with so many colorful, flavorful tools to support our health. It's not about restriction, it's about joyful addition. Now on to our top 5. Number 5, walnuts. At number 5, we have the only nut to make our list, and for good reason, the walnut. Shaped uncannily like a tiny brain, it's famous for its cognitive benefits, but it's also a champion for your liver. Walnuts are unique among nuts for their very high content of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Our modern diets are often overloaded with pro-inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids, found in many vegetable oils and processed foods, and deficient in anti-inflammatory omega-3s. This imbalance promotes chronic inflammation throughout the body. The ALA in walnuts helps to correct this imbalance, providing a powerful anti-inflammatory effect that directly benefits the liver, especially in cases of fatty liver disease where a study on adults at risk for diabetes, published in the Journal of Nutrition, found that a diet enriched with walnuts was associated with a lower prevalence of fatty liver disease. Inflammation is a key driver of damage. A diet rich in omega-3s is known to reduce inflammation. A 2018 review in the World Journal of Hepatology discusses how omega-3 fatty acids can improve liver fat content and reduce inflammation in patients with NAFLD. Walnuts also stand out for containing a high amount of the amino acid L-arginine. As we touched on with garlic, arginine is essential for the urea cycle, the process by which the liver converts highly toxic ammonia into urea, a much less toxic substance that can be safely excreted by the kidneys. A well-functioning urea cycle is critical for preventing the buildup of ammonia in the blood, which can be toxic to the entire body, especially the brain. Finally, walnuts, like avocados, are a good source of glutathione. As we'll discuss more later, this is the body's master antioxidant, and providing the liver with it directly or with its building blocks is one of the most supportive things we can do. Raw, unsalted walnuts are best. Roasting can damage the delicate omega-3 fatty acids. Store them in the refrigerator or freezer to prevent these healthy fats from going rancid. A standard serving is about a quarter cup, or a small handful. A handful of walnuts makes a deeply satisfying and blood sugar stabilizing snack. Crush them and sprinkle them over your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Add them to salads for a wonderful textural contrast. You can even blend them with basil, garlic, and olive oil to make a creamy, dairy-free pesto. Number 4, grapefruit. Our number 4 food is a bright, zesty citrus fruit, grapefruit. This tangy breakfast staple contains 2 specific antioxidants that are rock stars for liver protection. The 2 powerhouse antioxidants in grapefruit are naringin and naringenin. A comprehensive review published in Pharmacological Research detailed the extensive evidence for naringenin's protective effects on the liver. They appear to protect the liver through a 2-pronged approach. First, they are potent anti-inflammatories helping to quell the chronic inflammation that damages liver cells over time. Second, they have a direct effect on fat metabolism within the liver. Studies suggest they can help reduce the amount of fat stored in the liver, hepatic steatosis, and increase the number of enzymes responsible for burning fat. This makes grapefruit a powerful dietary tool in the prevention and management of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. These antioxidants also boost the production of the liver's own protective antioxidant enzymes, essentially helping the liver to build up its internal defense systems against the constant barrage of toxins and metabolic byproducts it faces daily. I cannot stress this enough. The very compounds that make grapefruit so beneficial for the liver, neuringin and its relatives, can also dangerously interact with a wide range of common medications. They do this by inhibiting an enzyme in the gut and liver called CYP3A4, which is responsible for metabolizing about 50% of all prescription drugs. When this enzyme is inhibited, medications are not broken down properly, leading to much higher and potentially toxic levels in the bloodstream. This includes very common drugs like statins for cholesterol, certain blood pressure medications, calcium channel blockers, anti-anxiety drugs, and many more. If you are on any prescription medication, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your doctor or pharmacist before adding grapefruit or grapefruit juice to your diet. Safety must always come first. Enjoy half a grapefruit for breakfast, sprinkled with a little cinnamon. Add grapefruit segments to a spinach and avocado salad for a bright, tangy flavor contrast. Number 3, green tea. At number 3, we have a beverage that has been revered for its health benefits for thousands of years, originating in ancient China, green tea. Green tea is a veritable flood of powerful plant compounds called polyphenols, the most important of which are the catechins. And among the catechins, the undisputed superstar is epigallocatechin 3-galate, better known as EGCG. EGCG is a remarkably potent antioxidant. Its primary benefit for the liver is its proven ability to combat oxidative stress and inflammation. Numerous studies, both in animals and humans, have shown that regular consumption of green tea can significantly lower levels of key liver enzymes like ALT and AST when they are elevated. These enzymes leak from damaged liver cells into the bloodstream, so lower levels are a strong indicator of reduced liver stress and inflammation. A large-scale meta-analysis, published in the International Journal of Molecular Medicine, pooled the results of multiple clinical trials. It found that green tea consumption had a favorable effect on patients with NAFLD, significantly reducing their liver enzymes ALT and AST, which are markers of liver inflammation. Furthermore, EGCG appears to be particularly effective against the buildup of fat in the liver. It helps to improve insulin sensitivity and decrease the synthesis of new fats in the liver, directly tackling the root causes of NAFLD. For those who already have fatty liver, green tea has been shown to reduce the severity of the condition and prevent its progression. It's like a daily, gentle rinse cycle for your liver cells. Quality matters. Choose high-quality loose-leaf green tea or reputable tea bags. Avoid the pre-sweetened, bottled green teas, which are often loaded with sugar and contain very little of the beneficial catechins. To brew, use water that is hot but not boiling, around 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius, as boiling water can make the tea bitter and may damage some of the delicate compounds. Steep for 2 to 3 minutes. Aim for 2 to 3 cups per day to get a therapeutic dose of catechins. Enjoy it hot with a squeeze of lemon. The vitamin C in lemon can enhance catechin absorption. You can also brew a strong batch, let it cool, and keep it in the fridge for a refreshing iced green tea. Matcha, which is powdered green tea, is even more potent as you are consuming the entire leaf. Number 2, olive oil. Our runner-up at number 2 is the liquid gold of the Mediterranean, extra virgin olive oil. This is so much more than a simple cooking oil. It's a cornerstone of one of the healthiest dietary patterns on the planet. The key here is the quality. We are specifically talking about cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil, EVOO. This is the least processed form, meaning it retains the highest concentration of its beneficial compounds. The foundation of EVOO's health benefits is its high content of monounsaturated fat, primarily oleic acid. For decades, people with liver concerns were told to follow a low-fat diet. We now understand that this was misguided. The type of fat is what's critical. The healthy monounsaturated fats in EVOO have been shown to have profound anti-inflammatory effects and can actually decrease the amount of fat stored in the liver. The landmark pre-dimed study, a large-scale clinical trial on the Mediterranean diet published in the New England Journal of Medicine, showed that a diet enriched with extra virgin olive oil had profound health benefits. Regarding the liver specifically, a 2019 study in the journal Nutrients found that higher adherence to a Mediterranean diet, with EVU as the main fat source, was associated with a lower likelihood of having NAFLD. The healthy fats and antioxidants in EVU help reduce liver fat, improve insulin sensitivity, and quell inflammation. But what truly sets EVU apart are its powerful polyphenol antioxidants, like oleocanthal and oleuropein. Oleocanthal has been noted for its remarkable anti-inflammatory properties, which function in a way very similar to ibuprofen. These compounds protect the liver from oxidative stress, improve blood lipid profiles, lowering bad LDL cholesterol and raising good HDL cholesterol, and enhance insulin sensitivity, all of which reduce the overall metabolic burden on the liver. Consuming this healthy fat essentially provides a lipid base in the gut that can bind to toxins, taking some of the pressure off the liver's detoxification systems. Always choose extra virgin and, if possible, cold-pressed. Look for oil sold in dark glass bottles or tins, as light is one of its biggest enemies and degrades the precious antioxidants. Store it in a cool, dark cupboard, not next to the stove. Use it primarily as a finishing oil or for low to medium heat cooking to protect its delicate compounds. Make your own salad dressing with extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs. Drizzle it generously over steamed vegetables, fish, or soups right before serving. Use it as a dip for whole grain bread instead of butter. Number 1. Avocado. And now, our number 1 food for naturally cleansing and supporting your liver after 60 is the creamy, delicious, and incredibly nutrient-dense avocado. While avocados share the benefit of being rich in healthy, anti-inflammatory monounsaturated fats like olive oil, they possess a unique and powerful secret weapon for liver health. They are one of the best food sources of the building blocks for the body's master antioxidant, glutathione. While direct studies on avocados and liver disease are still emerging, the science behind glutathione is robust. A review in the Journal of Clinical and Translational Hepatology emphasizes the critical role of glutathione in protecting the liver from oxidative damage and in the detoxification of drugs and toxins. Glutathione is a tripeptide, a small protein made from 3 amino acids. Your body produces it, and the highest concentration of glutathione in the entire body is found right inside your liver cells. This is no accident. Glutathione is the single most important molecule your liver uses for detoxification. It is the workhorse of the phase 2 detox pathway. It directly binds to, or conjugates with, a vast array of toxins, heavy metals, pesticides, drug metabolites, and chemical pollutants, neutralizing their harmful effects and making them water-soluble so they can be safely eliminated from the body. As we age, and after decades of exposure to environmental and metabolic toxins, our liver's natural supply of glutathione can become depleted. This leaves liver cells more vulnerable to damage. By eating foods like avocados that are rich in glutathione and its precursors, you are directly replenishing your liver's primary defense and detoxification tool. You are giving it the raw material it needs to protect itself and cleanse your body effectively. This is why avocados are at the top of our list. They don't just protect the liver, they empower it to do its own job better. On top of that, they are rich in potassium and vitamin K, both vital for overall health. The area of the avocado flesh closest to the skin is the darkest green and is the most concentrated in antioxidants, so be sure to scrape the skin clean when you scoop out the fruit. The possibilities are wonderfully simple. Mash half an avocado onto a piece of whole grain toast for a quick filling breakfast. Add generous slices to any salad or sandwich to add creaminess and healthy fats. Blend it into a smoothie. It creates an incredible, dairy-free, ice cream-like texture. You can even make a healthy chocolate mousse by blending avocado with cocoa powder and a natural sweetener. So there you have it, an in-depth look at 10 incredible foods: garlic, turmeric, leafy greens, cruciferous veggies, beets, walnuts, grapefruit, green tea, olive oil, and avocado. Remember, this isn't about a perfect diet. It's about progress, not perfection. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up over time. Try incorporating one or two of these foods into your meals this week. Notice how you feel? Caring for your liver is one of the most loving things you can do for your body, especially in these precious years after 60. It's an investment that pays dividends in energy, vitality, and overall well-being. And now we would love to hear from you. It's our favorite part of making these videos. Please take a moment to leave a comment down below. Tell us which of these foods is your favorite, or maybe you have another liver-loving food you'd like to share with the community. And we are always so fascinated to see where our viewers are from. It's amazing to connect with people all over the globe. So in your comment, please also let us know from which country you are watching. We genuinely read every single comment you post. Your stories, your tips, and your presence here mean the world to us. Thank you for spending this time with us today. Take good care of yourself and take good care of your liver. We'll see you in the next video.